Okay, welcome back to the next set of heats for the BOS Pre-Dreadnought Era tournament. This was also recorded on a live open mic with a couple of different guests on Dama's Discord server. I hope you enjoy. I don't know if you noticed that it loaded them in as basically like out-of-play vehicles and then immediately disqualified both of them. I've never had that happen. Alright, so we've got the latest version of the Wavebreaker. I think, so BW and I went back and we looked at the turrets and tried to make them a little bit less likely to pop. They had some issues with armor around them, actually, where it was like right here, it was basically one block of metal. Because of the way the hull was. Yeah. So like if it hit
I
down
recall,
here,
one of the turrets popped last time because it took a shell into the neck of the turret and
exactly.
blew apart the top of it.
Yeah. So it was just because of the way this this slope was on the prefab, I think. And then with the Apocryphon, kind of similar deal, just trying to shore the turrets up a little bit. And I think this got changed to APHE. Before, they were apparently pure solid shot. So APHE should be a little bit more helpful on the secondaries. Yeah, I think that was just about all of the changes for the two. And then, of course, the winner of this is going to go on to fight the Varangian Guard, which is, I think, 1-0 or 0-1. All right, we want to go ahead and take a look, see how things end up?
Sure, why not? There goes the Deca.
And it has not immediately detonated. Already looking pretty good. Huh. First volley of mortars actually getting surprisingly close for mortars. How are we looking over here? Oh! Uh-oh. Looks like we had another instance. That was the one problem this one still had, the Apocryphon. The, if a shell just hits the turret cap, it takes out the firing pieces. Oh, no, that doesn't look like what happened. Where did it get through? Here. Did we have an HE leak? We had an HE leak. That's really unfortunate. Well, shoot.
It's kind of funny. I came up with a similar way of doing the rangefinders as well.
Oh, yeah. Having them behind the
Yep.
turret. Yeah, it's a great way to do it. It is a great way to do it. Darn, that's so unfortunate that an HE leak got it like that. I hate that.
Oh, it's still got one more turret.
It's got one turret, plenty of mortars, lots of secondaries. It's got its torpedoes. I believe all of them are probably... Oh no, one of them has been blown up. Wavebreaker's kind of aiming a little bit below the waterline. Interesting.
Yeah, Wavebreaker's really holding their own this time around.
Yeah, absolutely is. Hey, mortar hits. All right. You know, this is probably the most susceptible target to mortars in the tournament still, I think.
Well, if they hit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're most likely to hit this design, I think. It's got nice, wide silhouette. Doesn't wiggle too much. Yeah, this shot right here would have just killed the turrets before the changes, because like this whole armor belt right there is new.
What was the number of repair bots allowed?
5.
Yeah, that sounds fairly reasonable.
Yeah, I didn't change that actually. I think that was what was on the original original rule set.
Yeah, I was curious if you might have modified that.
Oh yeah, I also turned up the thrust on the torpedoes. They were apparently set really low before, so they didn't tend to actually get in and do anything.
Oh yeah, if you want to do them fire torpedoes,
They gotta be max thrust.
yeah.
Speaking of torpedoes, how are these cool little things down here doing? Looks like they're no longer controlled by AI. Because they are not AI.
Whoa! I think we lost a turret there.
I think you're right.
Saw a bunch of APS parts fall out the bottom.
Yeah, I think that was the front turret going. Well, darn, alright. The wave breaker doing fantastic this time around.
She does got a slight list to her, though.
A little bit. I think that's partially just from, I'm not entirely sure what it's from, to be honest with you. It might be the paddle wheels.
Mm-hmm.
They really do like to do funky things with craft. Backup props still going strong. Oh, I think the Apocryphon's turning into a submarine. Sort of. More like an early U-boat. Just under the surface. Not enough to even get disqualification points. Because that's what, like 5 meters? It's barely even under the water. This is like the Civil War era early U-boats.
Like the Hunley? I believe that's what it was called, the Hunley.
I'm not entirely sure what the name is. I remember... God, there's the one that was like a spectacular failure that was supposed to like just gently bonk into the side of a craft and detonate a bomb on like a stick or something. And then there were the ones that were actually kind of useful-ish, where they sat just a few feet under the water and were mostly used at night. There weren't very many. Oh, that looks like AI.
Yep.
I think that's probably it. Yep. Alright. So it looks like it's going to be the Wavebreaker versus the Varangian Guard next. Did spectacularly well this time. Ooh. It is looking a little capsizy though, isn't it?
Just a tad.
Interesting. When fooling around, did not manage to make it capsize. Be interesting to see if it actually does end up wanting to do that. I wonder what would... It's so hard to predict buoyancy and stuff in this game.